Hi there, everybody, and welcome to a short introduction to the new remote witness room. My name is Shane Morrow, and I'm the MD of PSI Services. We've been looking after the IT needs of advocates for the last 20 years, and COVID has really made us change the way we help and assist the advocates doing their normal course of business. Providing the IT technology for a room like this has been relatively simple, but it is the protocols and guidance notes that we have struggled with. There are many local and international versions that we have worked on to get to where we are today. Sitting in our witness room at 2 Parbus Place is Advocate Henk Lowe, a member of the Rivonia Group of Advocates and an arbitrator, and he and I today will take you through what this room is used for. Over to you, Henk.
Thank you, Shane. Thank you for this room. What we found at the beginning of COVID is that there was a need for a witness to testify from a remote venue in both civil proceedings and more specifically arbitrations. Now, what we thought was appropriate and what seems to be appropriate is a room that is protected by an overhead camera that you see above me. Now, that camera protects the integrity of the evidence process. By way of that camera, you can see my whole environment and everything around me. You can also see anybody entering the witness room from the door behind me.
So is that to make sure that there's no interference with the witness while they're giving testimony?
Absolutely. So we protected the environment from that perspective, and we ensure that there's no one in the room. And you can also see that there's no one in the room. And in addition to that, we also have 2 dedicated screens and a dedicated computer on which I can't receive any emails, WhatsApp messages, or any other type of messaging format because I don't have control of the computer. And that's the second level of protection of the integrity of the process that we have.
Excellent. Okay. What else would you be using these screens for, Henk? How would they help a witness?
Now, to give you a perspective, we've set up my laptop just behind me to view the screens and my environment around me. Now, what the witness would typically have in this witness room is a screen, which you have on my left-hand side, which I'm facing, and that screen would be the witness evidence hearing type screen. On that, I would see all the participants to the remote hearing. And to my right, I have a second screen, and on that screen, we would have the document sharing options. And on that screen, I would be led from anybody in any other remote hearing, and they would guide me through the evidence. With that, I have with me a mouse and a keyboard, and I could, on a share screening basis, also scroll through the evidence in an electronic digital format. And to assist the witness further, the witness would also have a hard copy documents or a document bundle or an index of the bundles in front of him. And he could, from his hard copy bundles, then inform the parties as to what he's seeing in hard copy, and they could scroll on the second screen to the appropriate page to ensure that everybody from all their different remote hearing venues could see what is happening in front of them.
Okay, and with the introduction of case lines, are you able to use that in this facility?
Absolutely. So what we could do is on the Microsoft Teams and also on Zoom meetings, we have a screen sharing option. And on the screen sharing option, you could then draw in the case line system. And you could run the case line system off the screen with your visual presentation of your witnesses.
Excellent. Okay, so that all sounds incredibly good and useful to all parties concerned. One thing that for us is important as well is that all of these sessions are able to be recorded via either the Zoom or Teams or any other recording protocol, which can later be transcribed and sent to all the parties. Will that be helpful to most of the parties?
Absolutely. What I found is the minute that the proceedings have come to an end at the end of the day, the administrator, whoever that is, would then email out the video recordings that is saved on the digital platform. That, of course, helps you with the preparation for the next day for the presentation of further evidence or cross-examination.
And Henk, who do you think is going to make the most use of this kind of facility?
Well, Shane, I think everybody should make use of this facility. Specifically, in our current scenario, we have certain lockdown restrictions, we have cross-border travel restrictions, we have international travel restrictions. So this will assist parties in both civil proceedings in the High Court, any mediation proceedings, any other proceedings like disciplinary proceedings, but more importantly, domestic and international arbitration would greatly benefit from this process. We now have the ability to have parties participate on a remote hearing basis where everybody sits at their own venues, or a hybrid remote hearing type basis where the arbitration or the hearing venue is populated with all the participants and one witness or one participant participates from a remote hearing location.
Okay, excellent, Henk. I think one thing that PSR is very proud of is that in the next couple of weeks, we will probably have in the region of 10 of these rooms scattered around the country in the relevant areas. So if anybody is keen to use these facilities or find out more about them, please get in touch with me. My details will be at the end of this video, or you can visit our website at www.psrservices.co.za. Henk, thank you very much for your time today. Much appreciated. And we look forward to hearing from everyone else out there. Thank you.
Thank you for these facilities, Shane.